Simply Beautiful. And today we're gonna work on Get the Look. Get the Look with Jane Carter. We're gonna talk about Jane Carter today. So as you can see, can everybody see? We're gonna talk about their styling products. Can you put this over here, please? And we have two looks today that we're gonna work on. We're gonna work on a smooth, silky look, and we're gonna work on a curly, voluminous look, and maybe I'll get to some waves with the curling iron. I don't know if we can get that. And we're gonna do Q&A, so you can ask me questions throughout the whole time. This is Renee. She's one of our stylists, and she's here on the weekends. And she specializes in relaxers, cuts, braids.
Weaves.
So this is Renee. And today we have our first model is Hope. She's a mother of how many? Three. Doesn't she look beautiful? Is she gorgeous? Stand up. Let's show them a body of a mother of three. Gorgeous. Sorry, but I can help it. You're gorgeous. We've already put a black gloss in Hope's hair, and she has a bob, a layered bob with it's called a disconnect with a 45-degree angle in the front, sweeping to the side. So this is easy for her because she's going back. She's a fashion designer, and she's been raising her children and doing all kinds of things. And may I say? Mm-hmm. She's going back into the fashion world. So she wanted something that was easy, that she could take care of and get up and go. And she says she loves it. So this is the cut. We already did the cut. So I'm gonna show you how to wrap this with Jane Carter's products. And as you can see, the back, put your head down, is a bob in the back, and then it's layered inside. And then it falls over to the side here. So all she has to do is wrap this at night, and then she can get up and go. So basically, Hope's hair she has naturally curly hair, but she has a little bit of relaxer on the ends, just a little bit. So what we're gonna do is, I'm just gonna spray her a little bit to wrap her. And normally what you would do is shampoo and condition your hair, and then it would be damp. Then you would use the Revitalizer leave-in. And this is a leave-in detangler, refresher for curls, and iron protector, thermal iron protector. Okay, so basically I'm putting this on to detangle her hair, and I would use this comb just to detangle it, a wide tooth comb. And then I'm going to apply the Wrap and Roll, which is a setting foam as well as a curl enhancer. So you can use it to set for roller sets, for wraps, and also to make your hair, when you have natural hair, it holds your curl before you would put on the defining cream, which is what I have in my hair. And we're gonna show you how to do that on Kamala, who is standing behind us over there. So, okay, I've applied the Wrap and Roll all over her hair. And then I'm gonna take the flat brush and wrap it in the direction that I want her hair to lay and style. And in the back, you want this to lay down more, so you want to put a little more back here. Okay. Now, this is called a wrap band. It's very easy. You just place this on the head, and then you wrap the hair down. Okay. So now, Hope is going to go under the dryer. Normally this would take about 20 to 30 minutes depending on how thick your hair is. She's going to go under the dryer for like 5-10 minutes. And then Renee is going to actually bump it with the curling iron, and you'll see the smooth look. And Renee is going to use the Natural Hold Spray Gel. Okay, she's going to use this while she's flat ironing. This also protects the hair and holds the straightness of the curl. While Hope is drying, we're going to bring Kamala out. Kamala is 14, an A student at, what school do you go to, Kamala?
Riverdale Country School.
Well, Riverdale Country School. Kamala has a lot of hair. So, when we take this out, so basically your tools for detangling are one of these wide tooth comb. This is a antibacterial comb, and this is a bone wooden comb. These are your tools for detangling your hair. And then you have your flat brush when you want to detangle also and or wrap. And then you have your boar bristle smooth brush, which you will smooth your wrapping with at night or before you go under the dryer. So these are essential tools that are great for textured hair. And we're talking about all textures here, whether you're straight, wavy, curly, and relaxed as well. So for Kamala, I don't know, you might have to help me here, Kamala. Okay, I got it. So I pre-shampooed and conditioned Kamala's hair. And I have a little bit of leave-in in here. Conditioner, a cream conditioner, which I already applied all over her hair. I don't know if I'm going to get to the curling part with this. This is a lot of hair to curl. But, I mean, as you can see, she has like wavy, curly hair and a lot of frizz. So let me show you how to detangle a lot of hair, textured hair. You use the revitalizing leave-in and you just spray it all over. Okay. Then you take your large comb and you part it in 4 sections. You can only comb about 2 inches, and then you grab it at the base. Then you start combing from the bottom and detangling. And if you have resistance, you go gently with shorter strokes. Then you bring it all the way down. If you have a lot of resistance at the ends, that means you usually have split ends. And it's going to be harder to detangle hair, so you have to take your time because you don't want to pull the hair out. Okay, so then you're going to just wrap it around. and use a butterfly clip to secure it. Does it hurt, Kamala? Or are you used to it? So the back, I'm not gonna knot up because I'm gonna start the back. What we're gonna do today with Kamala is to show you how to create the curly wavy look with the curl defining cream. And then I'm gonna diffuse her hair. And her hair is gonna stay wavy.
The conditioner you put in the beginning,
Mhm.
is that from Jane Carter or just
Yes,
as- okay.
she has a nourishing conditioner, which you can use as a leave-in and as a deep conditioning treatment. So you just put like a dime amount, or for her, maybe 2 quarter-size amounts. and then- Exactly. And then work it through. And then you use your comb and comb it through. For curly, wavy, curly, and soft curly hair. If your hair is tightly coiled or very curly, then you have to do 2-strand twists, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay, I have to turn you around. So ideally, you're gonna apply the products in wet, completely wet. So I'm just gonna mist her so you can really see the wave pattern.
Is that just water? Or
This
that-
is water and the leave-in mixed together. And you can take the revitalizing leave-in in a little spray bottle and mix it, and then carry that around with you throughout the day so you can reactivate the product in your hair, because you don't have to keep applying product. So I'm using my hands as claws, comb. This is your comb from now on. Okay, first thing I'm gonna put in is, if you don't have this much here, you can do it all at once. Put it in first, and then separate it into your sections. Okay, so I'm applying the wrap and roll, which is a setting lotion, a foam, a mousse, and a curl. For wavy hair, you can just use the wrap and roll and your hair will hold. And if you have a texturizer and soft, and your hair is soft and curly or wavy, it will hold. Horizontally, and then I'm vertically smoothing it in. And since she has a lot of hair, I'm reapplying to make sure I get inside the hair, not just on the top. And I'm just using my finger to part it.
Now, how often would this be done? Is this every day? Or
Now,
is it-
once you apply it and you get the desired curl, you can, your hair will stay curly for about 2 or 3 days, and then you can moisturize it with the curl defining cream daily, but you don't have to wet it completely. So you can mist it with the revitalizer or the spray bottle and the revitalizer, water mixed, and then you can reapply it just on the top surface. You don't have to go through every day, but once you wet it down or you get it wet, you have to reapply it. So every 3 or 4 days, you can rinse it in the shower and put the leave-in conditioner in. You don't have to shampoo your hair. You're just rinsing out the product, and then you reapply conditioner. And then you go ahead and redo the application of the products. And then once a week, you shampoo and you deep condition the hair. So it's important to really stay on top of your conditioning, because even though you have the curl pattern and it's holding, and you think, oh, summertime, my hair's gonna grow, and it does, curl enhancing products are made to hold. So therefore, they are gonna dry out your hair a little bit, even though this one is very moisturizing and has shea butter and essential oils. If you're doing that all summer with no deep conditioning, obviously, you're gonna get some type of, I'm not gonna say damage, but you're gonna get split ends. You're gonna get split ends because you're not trying to mend any of the hair shaft. So it's just a topical solution when you just put the conditioner in and you take it out. So now I applied, this is just the wrap and roll. For her, the wrap and roll wouldn't hold her hair, even though it looks like it's gonna hold her hair. If we dried it, it would still expand a lot. So now I'm gonna use the curl defining cream, which is especially made and specifically made for all curl textures to hold the curl. If you have tight curls or very curly hair, you would comb it through first to stretch it, and then you would go back in and do what I'm gonna do now. So first you would apply it all over, comb it through as if you're detangling it, stretch it out, part it, comb it through, stretch it out. And then you would come back in and just reapply a little bit. Obviously, I'm gonna apply a lot right now. This is like 2 3/4 quarter sizes. So I'm gonna put it on the top, underneath, and I'm gonna smooth it on all over. First is the smoothing. Number 1 is smooth it through. Now, you're going to take sections, starting from the back. And then you're gonna push it up and let the wave curl it. Now Kamala's hair is a little straight right in here. Her hair is natural, but she's been flat ironing it. So over a period of time, this part of her hair got straight naturally just from the hot Marcel irons and the hot flat iron. So she has 3 different textures here. She has like wavy hair over here. Then this is practically straight hair. And then in here, she has wavy and curly hair and frizzy hair at the base, new growth hair.
Why does it always seem that the nape of the hair is always either shorter or more damaged?
Usually that's where you get a lot of abuse from your
Shirt collars,
your coats, your scarves, hats, and also when you're sleeping. If you don't have a pillow case that's actually made out of satin, and you don't wrap your hair at night or it comes off, that's where it's gonna hit. Cotton pillowcases and linen are actually not really good for the hair. So even if you have a bonnet or a scarf, you should still have a pillowcase once your scarf comes off at night. I know mine does. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I wear, sometimes I don't, but I always have my pillowcase, so I'm protected. So I'm applying more because I didn't really get in here, right from the scalp. And you apply as much as you need for the first application so that it will hold. After that, you're good. You just have to moisturize it with the same product. Because this product is similar to all of her other Shea products, but this one is made specifically to hold the curl, where the other ones are more for moisturizing, whether it's, you know, relaxed or natural. She has another great product called the Nourishing Shine. Can you open it? Thank you. This is actually Shea essential oils and vitamins, but it's made into a pomade. But when you emulsify it in your hand, it becomes an oil. So this is great for moisturizing the hair and the scalp because it's all natural. So the scalp should never, or the hair should never have petroleum, mineral oil, lanolin, or beeswax, right? So that product, even though it looks like it's a pomade, it's really an oil. It's a natural oil. The shea butter is what's making it firm like that. And shea butter is good for, it's a natural shea nut that is great for hair growth and hair loss. That's what shea butter is great for. And on the skin, it's great for moisturizing. So now you can see more of her wave and her curl coming out. So if this was texturized, it would be a little looser. So you would have to push it up and scrunch it a little bit. Like that's what I have to do to my hair. And it's just getting straighter because of another product that I'm using that's all natural, but it's made to soften and stretch the hair. And it's surprisingly, to me, making my hair very straight. Okay, so I think that Hope is finished under the dryer. So we're gonna bring her across the room now. So Renee can actually start showing you how to flat iron with the products.
We're gonna use the Nourishing Shine
A little
on
longer.
Hope's hair after the wrap to give it a little bit more shine. And you can go ahead and finish, I can go ahead and finish using the flat iron to style her hair.
So when you're using a flat iron at home, it's important that you don't use a temperature more than 250 degrees, maybe 300, because after that, you're gonna be burning your hair, because we are professionals, so we know how to use the iron so that it doesn't burn you. But you're not gonna be as fast as us, so if you use a hot iron, let's say 350 or 400, stand up for me, you're probably gonna start burning your hair. So if you do flat iron your hair, and once you flat iron your hair at the salon, you should only have to bump it once. If it's texturized. If it's natural and you sweat a lot, obviously, you're gonna have to flat iron, which is not a great idea to flat iron every day. It's better if you can wrap it and have less of the flat iron going on if you're trying to grow your hair out or you're in transition. Like I said, Hope has naturally curly hair and it flat irons beautifully like silk. And she only has a little bit of perm on the end. So I don't even think she flat ironed her hair since I did it yet. I think she's just wrapping it. Just wrapping it, and it's just falling. With a great cut, your hair's gonna fall where it's supposed to fall anyway.
Now, what is bump?
Bumping is just sliding.
Okay. Actually, what I do with the flat iron is you can use this just to straighten the hair like I have with my own. It's just straight. Or you can take the iron and you use it like in this motion. So you can get a bump, as we call it.
Right. Or just a
you
little
can-
bend.
Or bend, a
Right.
slight bend. But you can use it for more than straightening or just a bump, but we're not doing that today. It can be used for a lot of different
The flat
effects.
iron can actually be used to curl the hair as a
Yeah.
curling iron, as a straight
The way you
straightener,
use it.
the way,
Yes.
right, with the wrist of your hand.
Cool.
You want me to put this one? I'll use that to for every row that I'm curling, so it'll give the hole that I need for the effect that I'm going for, which is the bump.
Now, do you need to have wavy hair naturally? I think you did answer that before. In order for this to do this, or?
Wavy, curly, very curly, but the curlier your hair is, you'll have to comb it through first with the wide tooth comb, or even, this should be able to stretch it. If you have very curly or tightly coiled hair, you comb it through first, you apply it, smooth it on, section by section, just like I've been doing. You comb it through first to stretch the hair and the products. Then you go back in with your hands to create the wave back, because when you're using the comb, it's gonna straighten it out,
Okay.
but you wanna still have some curl. Now, there's some curl patterns that even if you do that, it's not gonna create a curl. You have to do the 2-strand twist or a flat twist. So the 2-strand twist, or you take a section of the hair depending on how small or how big you want. You comb this through. And you can use this product, or you can use the Nourish and Shine, depending on how tight your curl is, to do a 2-strand twist, which will create a wave. It's like a rope. So this will create the wave. Once it's completely dried and you take it out, you will have this, even a tighter curl pattern than this, depending on how small you make them or how big you make them. Even if you make them big, you can separate this rope into several individual pieces, which will then come out like these waves. You okay? And then if you want more definition, you can do the Nubian knots, China bumps, whatever you want to call it. And set this, go under the dry, sleep overnight, but it has to be completely dry. If it's not, then it's gonna frizz. Once it's dried, you release it, unwind it, counterclockwise if you went clockwise. Separate it. Waves. You see the wave? Now this would stay permanently if it was dry. And then if you wanted to separate them into little waves, look, it's just exactly the same thing. And then you just separate the hair without disturbing the curl.
Okay,
So-
I'm sorry, so now, so you have this look, and then if you want now this for a couple of days, then after, what do? You take your comb and just start combing and spraying the.
No. After, this is gonna expand over the days. So
Okay.
it's gonna be 3 times the size of this if you don't reapply. So the first thing you do is wet it
Okay.
back. Sometimes every day you can mist it
Okay.
and reapply. Depends on how big it gets. If you don't want it that big, you're gonna wet it in the shower, the whole thing.
Okay.
But if you like it big, you just have to mist it
Okay.
with the revitalizing leave-in or a spray bottle with the revitalizer, right? You mist it and then it reactivates. See how it's reactivating the product? There's a lot of product in here. Once you apply the product the first time, it stays in there. So you reactivate it, it's already reactivated, and then you put a little product in your hand, just a little bit because you already have a lot. And then you pull your hands through it. Now, if it's, very curly and tight, then you have to separate it again and go through this way. But if it's still curly, you don't have to go all the way in. You just pull your fingers through and it's going right through. Okay, so once I finish applying all of the product in her hair, I'm going to diffuse it. She can sit under the dryer.
And diffuse is.
Diffuse is gonna be what you do at home with a blow dryer and a diffuser attachment, which is, maybe I'll put her under the dryer because then it'll really hold, but I'll show you how to do the diffuser. This is a diffuser. You attach this to your dryer. The air is light. And it's just blowing out into.
So it's diffusing the air.
Yes,
Okay.
diffuser.
All right.
Okay, then
Nice.
it doesn't blow the hair. So this was just without the diffuser, it would be blowing all over, but you want it to stay in place. So you diffuse the hair, and you don't disturb it because you don't want to touch the curl. You have to let it dry. You want to get underneath. So I'm just going to show you how to do the diffuser, but I'm going to finish off the top and then put her under the dryer so it will set. But in the morning, you can just diffuse it for like 5 minutes, maybe 10, depends on how thick your hair is. And then the rest you can let dry naturally. Nothing can stop that. I'm sorry to say. You just have to reapply. I wish. If only we can invent that, we'd be great. They haven't gotten that far yet. We'll have to request that.
But you may have to do that then.
I'm working on it. Working on it. Working on it. That's the next project. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue doing what I'm doing, and Renee's gonna show you what she's doing. Cause then I'm gonna put Kamala under the dryer so it goes faster. Oh, and she's almost done too. Oh, are we done at the same time? I'm sure.
Well, basically what I'm doing, I'm flat ironing both hair in the shape in which the hair is cut. Basically, it can be curled anyway because of the cut. She can either have it go on to one side or straight down in her face. She can make it flat. She can give it volume because of the way the hair's been cut. But I'm going to do a little bit of both. Give her a little volume at the top and have the front come in towards her face, or we can sweep it to the side. However, we'll see as we go along. But the cut is very versatile, so you can play around with it. As I said, I'm going to continue to add the product as I flat ironed it to give it more hold and volume, actually. Her hair is also very fine, so she needs that.
I have a question. So even after the curl, if I'm gonna wear it like this, do I still wrap it in the,
If you
or what
want-
do I do?
If you want the curls in it?
If you want to keep the curl,
You mean the volume is
The
the curls
volume
on top
curl?
without wrapping?
well, what you can do is you want to keep the sides flat. This is the
Right.
one way you can do it, is you can put the wrap scarf back on, but you leave the curls at the top. So if you, when you do go to bed, you're not really messing up the curls at the top, but you can keep the sides flat.
Okay.
So that's an option if you want to keep it. Now, if you don't want the volume, you can just wrap it, and you'll still have body and movement, but you just won't have the volume at the top. So you can work it however you want. So if you,
Another thing you could do is pin curling.
right,
The good old fashioned pin curls, you just
Right.
take the section that she's bumped and curled and it's still in the curl, and you just wrap it around your finger
Okay.
and then use a bobby pin
Mhm.
or a straight, a roller pin,
Okay.
and then clip it in a barrel curl. Do you know how to do that?
Yes.
So basically, you take the curled hair. This is the curled hair, right?
Right.
and you just wrap it around your finger like that and make a curl.
Okay.
And then you put
Pin.
the pin in. So show them on her hair how to do it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna do a curl first,
Right.
and then I'll show you how you can pin it.
We're gonna give you a pin.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if this is the curl, I'm gonna show you. And it's already there. And you wanna keep the curl for the following day. What you do is you can take it like this, wrap it on your finger, you know, well, at least define it, and then put the clip in, this way. Just pretty much hold it like,
So now you have a barrel curl, and you keep all of those on the top,
you see?
and then
I mean, it does take a little precision.
wrap the sides.
Depending on how, you know,
Yeah.
long or short your
Little-
hair is, but you can get it if you just curl it, then
And it
hold
doesn't
with
have
your
to be
finger.
perfect. It
Right.
just has to hold the barrel,
Okay.
the formation of the curl. Nothing has to be perfect. It just has to be in the shape or the curl formation that you want it to be in. Because this hair is going to be laid down now, but in a couple of hours it's going to start expanding. I just put all the products in my hair now. By the end of this session, my hair is going to be big like yours, but it's going to have formation and curl pattern because I put the products in already, but it's still going to be big. Well, we talked about that steam conditioning treatment before, Miss Denise.
Yeah.
So we want to see you under that steamer.
Yeah, I would love that.
Okay.
Is it going to burn or what?
No, it's not gonna burn.
Okay.
That's the steamer over there. It's a heat steam, just put like a facial for your face, but for your hair.
Oh, I would love that.
It's amazing.
So it's interesting, Diane, to see how you're starting out with this hair and look how the other with all the product in it. Look
Right,
at the
this doesn't
comparison.
have any.
Compare
You
the
can
two.
see.
Yeah.
So as Denise pointed out, and by the way, Denise is my mentor.
Oh,
She's the
stop.
one who got me all into this hair business 100 years ago when I was studying computers, and she said, "I don't think so. You should be doing something else." So this is when you comb it out. I don't have any product in here, just some leave-in conditioner.
Look at that. Look at the
You
difference.
see the
That's so cool.
It's defined.
Wow.
Fine curl, which she has a lot of hair. So it's very voluminous already, and it's, not even dry yet. So I didn't put it all over. If you don't have this much hair, you can just put it all over the first time around. You can apply all the wrap and roll first, and then all of the defining cream first, and then go through section by section. But because her hair is so thick, and you want to make sure you get everything the first time, then you're going to do it in sections, obviously, because it's too much to handle. I mean, I'm having a difficult time here. How do you do it, Kamala? Do you do it in sections, or you do it all at once?
I do it all.
Really? Do you get everything? But it doesn't really matter, huh? Because you're on the go. Well, what would happen if you tried to do this sections, huh? Oh, it's outside. So where her hair is frizzier, I'm applying more of the product. So what's going on over there, Renee?
Oh. I'm trying to,
Wow.
I think you're almost to the top, so
yeah, I'm just
you're
trying
gonna
to,
give her some volume over
up
there,
top, yeah.
right?
Trying to get the sides flat,
So
but
she
give
has some
alignment.
stacked curls in the back, and
Which the spritz is
elevation.
helping to do. Well, not
the
spritz,
gel.
The gel, the holding spray.
That's okay. That sounds like an alarm clock. It's not our alarm over there?
So Diane, earlier,
Mhm.
sorry, I didn't get your name. She had a question because she wanted to do that to her daughter's hair. So
This
she was
would be-
saying
mhm.
that the products that she's been using only last for about a day, but you had to like reapply a lot of water or.
Are you doing it this
products.
way?
No.
Right. It probably would last a little longer if you did it section by section. It's a lot to do the first time,
Right.
but it really only takes about 15 minutes once you get it down, once you get the routine down. And I don't know what the product is, so I can't vouch for it, but
Yeah.
it could be that it's really
It's
not
probably not,
holding it.
yeah, it's probably not, and it dries it out anyway. All the
Oh,
things
no.
that you
It
said that
probably
has
has alcohol in it, and does it cost a lot of money? I bet I know what
Well,
product it is.
no, it actually does.
Yeah,
And it does, but it makes it really like dry,
Dry.
and crunchy, and
Yeah,
it's like you gotta
crunchy.
keep like. Yeah,
well, there's
it
a
did
few,
cost lot.
there's a few products out there that I won't mention, but they're
Yeah.
pricey, and they do, is it the
Yeah.
one that I said?
Yeah.
Of course, everybody up here is using that,
Yes.
right? Just everywhere. But anyway, that's what it does.
Yeah.
It
'cause I put
gives
it in
you
mine
the curl
too.
that you want, and then after that,
Like
it's
3
the
hours
dry
later, it's like-
crunch. And you have to use it every day, and you have to use a
Use
lot of
it.
it, and it's about this
Yeah.
big, and it costs a lot of money,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, you just join our little parade over here, because I have like 100 clients coming in saying the same thing.
I'm like running out, and I'm like, I'm not buying this
Right.
anymore because.
This is gonna last you.
Okay.
And it's gonna stay. I don't have to do my hair every day, but I do it because I like a certain look. But I can not put any products in for 3 days and do nothing to it, but just moisturize it and then
Okay.
scrunch it. But I don't like my hair big like this
Mhm.
in the morning.
Mhm.
I like it to grow into the bigness. So I re-wet and reapply, but I don't have to do the whole thing.
So
I mean, I don't have to apply as much, but I do the whole thing because I like it to
Right.
look a certain way.
So Diane, you said now, if you don't, sometimes you may not have to put product in your hair for 3 days. When you wake up in the morning,
Well, when I mean you don't have to put product in, I mean you don't have to do
But
this routine.
okay, but in the morning you still have
In the,
to
of
wet
course,
it.
because you're sleeping.
And
if
it's
it's-
dry.
Right, so you're gonna just mist it in the shower, or you're gonna spray the water bottle or the leave-in, and then you're just gonna take a little pump, squirt, and then put it in, and just go. With you're just gonna go, pull your fingers through, because your hair's curly, and use your fingers and scrunch it and pull it through. But Kamala, she has to do more of a
yeah.
smoothing and pulling through. With yours, you're just gonna go like this, and then just go, use your fingers and just go like this. This is what I do every morning now. When I go to sleep and I wake up,
Right.
I'll just put, if I don't wanna wet it, I'll just put a little bit, mist it, or let the water mist it in the shower, and then I'll put a little bit in and go like this. So now Kamala has all the products in. So this is it with the products. So I'm gonna put her under the dryer. And I'm just gonna put this down.
So why are you doing that?
Because this dryer is gonna blow it all over the place. So I just wanna clip it down. But as you see, I did not disturb her curl when I twisted it. And then I just want to hold it in place. And if you have a hooded dryer, you don't have to do this because the hooded dryer is not strong like this dryer. It's just gonna blow it in one direction. Okay, come on, let me see what it is. So she's gonna stand there for like 5-10 minutes. That's it. And Renee, I think you're almost done over there.
One thing you have to be careful about when you're flat ironing, you want to have even, smooth strokes. You want to start from the base of the scalp, and you want to move it slowly across. Because if you don't, you will have a lot of dents and creases in your curl, and that's not nice. It's not nice at all. So that's another reason why. Not to say that it's only for professionals, but if you don't know what you're doing, again, you can end up with the wrong results. Have had a lot of people say, "Oh, that doesn't work." It does work. You just don't know how to use it. It's not to say you can't learn, but it does require some skill. So, again, like I said, you can create a smooth bend, or you can get a curl with volume using the flat iron. It all depends on what look you're going for. As we're almost done at the top, I'm trying to give her a little volume. You start at the base, you bring it up, then you make your curl. But
How long has a flat iron been used? Is it relatively new?
No, it's really not new. It's I've been using it.
Well, at least 15 years.
Yeah.
It's just even better now.
Yeah, they've gotten
these
better.
irons are as hot as a Marcel stove. You know, the stove with the Marcel irons, they're as hot as those. They're ceramic plates.
Without burning.
Exactly.
Because if you leave, anyone who knows that are old school with the press and curl,
Every year they come out
leave
with
it in the
more
stove too
technology to protect the plate so that it doesn't burn your hair. It's tourmaline, ceramic, all these lovely names, which actually coats the plate so that it doesn't burn your hair.
and protects.
But you still need to use a blow dryer and thermal protectant still, anyway, because it is heat and it does get hot. When Kamala comes out, I'm just gonna show you, this is the latest invention. It's a springless barrel, and I'm gonna show you how to make a wave on curly hair
Huh?
with this.
You gotta be careful.
Correct, it doesn't have, usually you have
You
this
gotta be
clamp
careful
here.
with your finger.
So this has nothing, and when you wrap it around, it's just gonna be a wave. And I'm not gonna blow her hair, because her hair's gonna be already wavy and curly. I'm just gonna show you how to make a wave from that. And if you don't have this type, you don't have to run out and buy it. They have, when you have the clamp, you just keep it closed, and then you use it as just a barrel. It's a little tricky on the ends, because then there's no way to hold it, but you've done it before? Yeah. Oh, well, that's good. You're up to date with all the technology. Okay, so it's almost dry, basically, and I'm just gonna diffuse the rest.
Fix it.
Yes.
So I'm gonna show you, then you just spray the leave-in. When your hair is dry the next day, you can just spray this on, and then it'll reactivate, depending on how, much damage you did over the night. For whatever reason. Whatever you're doing. And you just shake it out. I put a little more product in my hand. Just want to define it a little more. So we have the diffuser, right? This one comes with its own diffuser, but there's diffuser attachments for every type of blow dry. This blow dry actually does not go more than, it's a low blowing dryer anyway, because the Chi blow dryer is ionic and it works with the positive and negativity of the hair is positive and the iron is negative. So it helps to dry the hair without getting that static cling and also drying out the hair. And all the dryers are made like this now. They're ceramic, they're ionic, they're all these wonderful things. So if anybody's using or you're using the older flat iron, you should throw those out and get yourself a newer one because it's better for your hair. And especially if you want to, flat iron your hair often, it's going to be better for your hair, even though you still shouldn't flat iron it every day. Obviously, sometimes you do have to do a little bump, a little curl here and there, but you shouldn't have to do the whole thing every day. Unless it reverts completely. And Kamala doesn't have a tight curl pattern. She has a wavy curl pattern, but she does have frizzy hair. And or what we want to call coarse, but it's really not coarse. It's very voluminous and thick and frizzy. Really, that's what it is. So she flat irons her hair, gets her hair flat ironed. She wears it flat ironed mostly all through the school year. In the summertime, she wears it curly. So she has the versatility, and she loves that. She doesn't want to relaxer or a texturizer because she knows that she can wear her hair both ways. And I asked her today when she shampoos her hair herself in the shower, is it too much for her? And she said it just takes a long time, but she can manage it. It just takes a long time for her to do it. So I'm sure she loves to go to the hair salon and get her hair done because then she doesn't have to take all that time. I'm just making it big so you can see how big it can really be, but with the curl still in it. But obviously you'll let it do it on its own because it's still going to get big throughout the day. And she doesn't normally wear her hair out big like this. She'll put it back in a, what do you call it? Half up and half down with a elastic band. And I'll let you show her. She'll do it herself. How she wears the front. And she actually has bangs when she wears her hair straight. I'm going to put a little nourishing shine on it. So this is what it looks like. So oil. Oh, that's so annoying.
Very nice.
Like you're dancing. And then, here's your, show them how you put it up in the front and how you wear it, how you usually wear it up in the front and then, yeah, back. That's how she normally wears it.
She's like, you did all this and I have to put it back?
Take it back out, I just wanna know it. Yeah. She usually normally pulls up half of it and puts it in a elastic band, which is not a rubber band. Because it's a lot of hair, so it's gonna be all over the place. So that's how she usually does it. You can turn it on. So this is her age-appropriate style. Right? Okay, so you wanna have a seat? So now this hair is dry. It's not really completely dry. So you don't have to blow dry it straight when you have this texture, because you're gonna get a smoothness once you put the iron in, even if you're gonna do barrel curls. But if you have a relaxed hair, then you have to blow it dry straight.
What is it beeping?
Sounds like it's in here.
Alarm, somebody's alarm.
Sounds like it's yours.
I know, there's probably something reminding me that we're here today doing this event. That's what it probably is. I'm sure, because I have it programmed in there. I'll turn around in a minute.
Wow, so easy.
That's what this way gives you a more defined way. So that's, something else you can do, perhaps. Okay, thank you, Kamala and Hope. You want to stand up? Let me take this off. Still wavy.
What if she laid in her hair? What if she went to layer it?
Layer it? Slight layers, not a lot, starting from here. She can layer. But you don't want to put a lot of layers in, because layers gives you volume. And she already has enough volume for 3 people. Okay. Thank you, ladies.
Very nice.